Hi, I'm Joe Landry, and this is a presentation about Franklin, Massachusetts, the past and the present. In this video, we'll see pictures of Franklin as it once existed, and we'll compare them with recent pictures that were taken from the same spot. East Central Street. This picture was taken in 1942 when gas was being rationed during World War II. The building in the middle of the picture is the Venice Cafe. And here it is today. This picture was taken in 1934. Today, the Rome restaurant sits on that site. This was taken around 1938. It's the Payne Horse Farm up on East Central Street. And this is what's there today. In the 1960s, Ken Miller began doing business here. This was right next to Magnolia Heights. And this is what the building looks like today. This picture is from the 1950s. Leo Supple had a garage and car dealership on the corner of Ruggles Street and East Central Street. And this is what's there today. This picture is from the early 1900s. We see the Morse Opera House block on the right side of the picture. In February of 1928, the Morse Opera House was destroyed by a huge fire. The building on the corner was damaged, but they were able to salvage the building. And this is what the block looks like today. This is a schoolhouse that was built in an area at the intersection of Chestnut Street, King Street, and East Central Street. That area was known as Four Corners. This particular school was the second of 3 schools that were constructed on that site. In 1936, a new school was constructed as the Four Corners School. Eventually, the Four Corners School was demolished and a Walgreens was built in its place. This is what it looks like today. And here's the Walgreens. This was Lola's Dairy, a very popular place to go for ice cream and really good food. And this is what it looks like today. This picture was taken in the 1940s. The building to the right was at the corner of East Central Street and Alpine Row. And this is that area today. This is the Morse block as it appeared in the mid-50s. And here it is today. This picture dates back to 1954 when the new Brunelli Supermarket opened. This building was on the corner of Lewis Street and East Central Street. And today, this is what it looks like. This garage was on East Central Street, almost across from Lewis Street. It was owned by Leslie Hockey Miller. And this is that area today. Dean Avenue. This was the Masonic Building on Dean Avenue. Originally, it was built as a YMCA, and that was in 1910. In 1938, the Masons took over the building. The Masonic Building was destroyed by fire approximately 10 years ago, and this is what it looks like today. This picture was taken in the mid-1950s after a big snowstorm. And this is what the home looks like today. By the way, this was the home of Stanley Chilson. This picture on Dean Avenue was taken after the 1954 hurricane. And this is what it looks like today. This picture was taken sometime during the 1920s. And this is what Dean Avenue looks like today. This picture dates back to the 1950s. D'Addario Plumbing was on Dean Avenue. And here it is today. Before we conclude, I'd like to give a special thanks to Rebecca Finnegan and the rest of the staff at the Franklin Historical Museum for their assistance in helping me make this presentation. The Franklin Historical Museum's website is shown here. In addition, the museum can be found on Facebook and Instagram at the museum's website. And this concludes our presentation. Thanks for watching.